Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emma. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've been following my videos for a long time, this location likely looks familiar. I am in Playa Grande, Costa Rica, where I lead an annual retreat every July with my friend Bex. We're here for a week at the end of every July, so if you're interested in coming along in the future, make sure you check out my website. All of that information is below. That being said, we are clearly in the jungle, so I have control over some of the sounds, but not all of the sounds. There's construction going on at the resort. There are animals like monkeys. Sometimes it rains and there's a heavy breeze. So there's only so much I can do to control those surroundings. There will likely be people walking around behind me, but we'll do our best to stay present and enjoy the view. Let's go ahead and get started today in a child's pose. So we'll come towards the back edge of the mat, bringing the knees out wide and your forehead down. Notice if your mind is off in a different space or time, and see if you can bring your awareness to the points of the body that are touching your mat. Any other sensations in your body? Muscle tightness, the feeling of the breath. Any sounds you hear in your immediate surroundings, and then off in the distance as well. Take a deep breath into the front of your body. Feel your belly, your ribs expand into your thighs. Open your mouth, exhale, push your tailbone back a little further. Take a deep breath into the sides of your body. Feel your ribs expand outwards like east and west, right and left. Notice how that breath feels a little bit different. Exhale completely, push your tailbone back. One more, breathe a deep breath into the back of your body, back of the lungs, back of the ribs, and notice how that breath feels different. And exhale. Start to smooth out your breathing, even in, even out. Obviously, the breath only goes into your lungs. Just visualizing different things, different spaces, or different breath can help you have a different experience on your mat. Let's walk the hands over to the right. Bring your right hand back by your right knee and push down a little bit. Turn your left palm to face up and then bend your left elbow. Place your left hand at the middle of your upper back, getting a nice tricep stretch on the left and a stretch down the left side of your body. Re-extend your left arm. Extend your right arm to meet your left arm, and then walk your hands over to the left. Bring your left hand down by your left knee and push a little bit. Turn your right palm to face up and place your right hand at the middle of your upper back. Kind of drop your outer right armpit. Sink your right hip back. Re-extend your right arm and turn the palm down. Extend your left arm to meet your right arm. Walk your hands back to center. We're going to slide all the way forward into kind of a lazy cobra pose. Try to sink your hips towards your wrist crease. You can bring your feet in a little if you need, and your knees. Try to straighten your arms, push your chest forward, draw your shoulders back. And then keeping the knees wherever they are, sink your hips back towards your heels, like an extended cat-cow. As you inhale, sinking into that cobra shape, hips forward, chest forward. Exhale back into your child's pose. 3 more. Inhale, stretch your hip flexors, your abdomen. Exhale, push your hips back. Last 2. Last one, we'll meet in this lazy cobra pose. Slowly start to bend into your elbows and lower your chest all the way down to the ground. Let's take the right arm out in a cactus shape. Start to roll onto your right shoulder and step your left foot behind you. If this feels too intense, you can bend both knees, bringing your knees in towards your chest. Otherwise, that left foot stepping behind is going to add a little more intensity, not only on the right pec muscle, but also through your hips. Try to make your breath louder as these sounds become a little bit obnoxious. Roll back onto your stomach and we'll switch. Left arm goes out in a cactus shape. Roll onto your left shoulder, step your right foot behind you. Remember, you can always bend both knees and bring the knees up towards the chest if this is too intense. We'll roll back onto our bellies. Interlace your hands behind your back. Keep the tops of your feet down here. Inhale, lift your chest and knuckles. So think knuckles towards your heels. Pull your chin towards your throat and then maybe wiggle your ribs a little bit more forward. Gaze towards the front of your mat and firm your glutes for 3, 2, and 1. Lower your forehead, switch which thumb is on top, and bring your feet together. Inhale, lift your legs, arms, and chest. Try to keep squeezing the legs together, heels and big toes to touch. Straighten behind your knee for 3, 2, and 1. Lower yourself down, plant your palms beside your ribs. Inhale, lift up to a cobra pose. And then we'll meet in a downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back and begin to find some movement. Pedaling your legs, shaking your head, maybe dropping the heels side to side. Notice if you start to hold your breath, aim for about a 4 count inhale and a 4 count exhale through your nose if possible. Let's bring the feet together. Take your right hand and grab the right side of your mat. Send your right leg up behind you. Bend your knees, stack your hips open. Push your knees away from each other. If you'd like, you can add some hip circles here. You could also drop down to your left forearm for a little bit more. Relax your neck. Let your head be heavy. We'll put the right foot down, meeting the left. Come back up onto your left hand. Right hand regular. Left hand grabs the outer edge of the mat. Send your left leg up behind you. Bend your knees, stack your hips open, push the knees wide. Option to add some circles and or drop down to your right forearm. Try to drive your right heel down. Don't let it spin in or out. We'll put the left foot down, meeting the right. Prop back up onto your right hand. Left hand regular. Your feet are touching. Lift your heels, tippy toes, walk all the way up to the front of your space, each step a little wider than the last. Grab opposite elbows when you get there, or clasp your hands behind your head. Find any gentle movement here, a little sway, a bounce. Figure 8 your elbows. If you're rounding your back, try to bend your knees more. Switch which arm is on top. Try to get lighter in your toes. Press down with the big toe mound of your foot. Squeeze your quadriceps. Lift your kneecaps. Let's release the arms and really slowly ragdoll all the way up to standing. Stack one vertebrae on top of the next. When you get there, reach both arms up overhead. Interlace your hands and flip your palms to face up. Try to pull the front ribs in, lift your hip points so you're not arching your back, and then lean over to your right. Push your hands away from you, nudge your hips to the left, get a little lighter in your toes. We'll come back to center and lean over to the left. Same idea, little squeeze of the left side waist. Try to keep your gaze forward and your breath steady. Come back to center, look up, see which thumb is on top. We'll make a bind behind the back with the opposite grip. Inhale, lift your chest, your chin, and push your knuckles towards the floor as you send your hips forward. Bend your knees a lot and fold over your legs. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Bend your left knee and turn your chest to the right. Use your left arm to pull your right arm up and over, straightening into your right leg, leaning your skull to the left. Come back to center, bend your right knee, straighten your left leg, twist to your left. Use your right arm to pull your left arm up and over. Come back to center, release your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Step back to a plank pose, right foot, then left foot. Dome your upper back and look near the front of your mat. Try to lift your hips in line with your shoulders. Pull your hip points forward. Shift forward and drop your knees on this one. Lower your chest and chin to the ground as you hug your elbows in. Inhale, cobra pose. Press down with the tops of your feet. Exhale, tuck your toes and find downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Even in. Even out. Step your right foot forward. Pause for a moment. Prop up onto your fingertips and sink your hips. Feel a nice stretch on your left hip flexor as you try to straighten out your left leg, pull your sternum forward. You can let the hips sink towards the ground. Step your left foot up to meet your right foot, halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale, rise, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, bend your knees and sweep your arms back. Squeeze your triceps. Pull your knees back and your shins back and sit your butt a little bit lower. As you inhale and rise to stand, reach up, lean back. Option to cactus bend the arms here. Push your hips forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Step back, left foot, then right foot. You can definitely drop the knees like last time or shift forward, lower halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana. Push your toes back, slide to the tops of your feet, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Feet are about hip distance. Hands shoulder width or a little wider. You always have the option to put a bend in your knees. Step forward with your left foot and pause for a moment. Prop up onto your fingertips like a runner's lunge, but start sinking your hips. Try to straighten your right leg. Pull your chest forward. You should feel a nice stretch on your right hip flexor. Step your right foot to meet your left foot, halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale, rise. Reach both arms up overhead. Exhale, bend your knees and sweep your arms back. Squeeze your triceps and pull your front ribs in. Sit a little lower than last time. Push into your feet, rise all the way up, lean back. Option to cactus bend your arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, breath, halfway lift. Step back or jump back. Lower with your exhale. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale takes you back, downward facing dog. Feel a reaching sensation through your arms as you hollow your armpits, spread your shoulder blades. Try to pull the front ribs in and tone your belly. Step your right foot forward. Keep your left hand down, reach your right arm up, twist. Option to circle the right wrist here. Maybe a few big backstroke circles with your right arm. And then we'll go right hand down, straighten your left leg. You can keep the toes down or flex your foot and lift your toes. Make your breath louder than the distracting sounds. Last two. And one, rebend your right knee. We're going to crawl this over to the left side of the mat into a side lunge. Deeply bend your left knee. We'll go right hand down, left arm reach up. You can stay there or half wrap behind your back. Firm down the outer edge of your right foot and then lean your skull a little to the right towards the front of your mat. We'll go left hand down, two straight legs, fold. On an inhale, lift halfway. Crawl your hands to the back of your mat into a runner's lunge. Here, right hand down, left arm reach up. Circle your wrist, maybe your shoulder. Left hand down, straighten your left leg. Your foot can be flat or flexed. Whatever you did on the other side, really high in your back toes. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Relax your jaw. Keep your spine neutral. We'll walk the hands over to the right into a side lunge. Deeply bend your right knee. Straighten your left leg. Your left hand goes down now and the right arm reaches up. You could half wrap your right arm behind your back. Press down through the outer edge of your left foot and then lean your skull a little to the left towards the back of your mat. Bring your right hand down, two straight legs, wide leg fold. Inhale, breath, lift halfway. Crawl your hands to the front of your mat. Step your left foot up to meet your right foot. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Bend your knees and sit back to a chair pose. Reach both arms up. Bring prayer hands to your heart center and take a twist to your right. Hook your left elbow outside your right knee. You can always substitute with a wide arm twist if that works better. Try to pull your left knee back in line with your right knee. We're going to look down, roller skate your left foot back into a twisted prayer lunge. Feel free to adjust your feet. You can drop your back knee if you need to. Pump up your left leg if your knee is lifted. Try to twist your sternum towards your thumbs. Keep pushing your right knee to the right for 3, 2, 1. Drop your back knee, hands to the ground, half splits pose. Scoot your right heel a little bit forward and flex your toes. Great time for blocks if you have them. Pull your chest out and shoulders back. Spin your left shin to the left. Take your left hand to the back of your mat into a modified side plank. Push your hips a little bit forward. Feel free to lean back here. Extend your top arm overhead with the palm down or the pinky down. Take a nice big breath. Look down, put your right hand down and roll onto your right toes. Send your left leg high behind you into 3-leg downward dog. On your exhale, crunch your left knee over to your right elbow, squeeze. Inhale your left leg up behind you. Exhale, crunch over to your left elbow, squeeze. Inhale your left leg up behind you. Exhale, step your left foot to your left thumb. Spin your back foot flat and rise to a warrior 1. Wrap your right hip and ribs a little bit forward. Hug your left hip and ribs a little bit backwards. Let's take a breath in. Try to straighten the arms, reach up from your sides. Exhale, hinge forward, sweep your arms back like we did in chair pose. Lift your left side ribs and firm up your back leg. On your next inhale, pivot to your right, find a star pose, reach up. Take this to the front into a warrior two. Right toes spin out. Push your knees wide, but hug your heels towards each other. Lift your left hand as much as your right hand. Take a breath in, reverse triangle, straighten both legs, reach up and back like you're high-fiving someone behind you. Rebend your right knee, rest your right elbow on your right thigh, side angle. Extend your left arm overhead, palm down or pinky down. Get a little lighter in your right toes. Squeeze your outer right hip back and pull your front ribs in. Reach through your left pinky finger. Skandasana pose at the back of your mat. Deeply bend your left knee. You can always use your hands for support, hands heart, or open up the arms. Nudge your left hip a little bit to the right and firm your right quadriceps. Push your lower back in, avoid rounding your spine. Flip this around to the back of your mat, runner's lunge. Step your right foot up to meet your left foot, halfway lift. Forward fold. Bend your knees and sit back to a chair pose, both arms come up. Bring prayer hands to your heart and take a twist over to your left, hooking your right elbow outside of your left thigh. Lean your skull a little to the right and pull your right knee back in line with your left knee. Get lighter in your toes and then look down. Roller skate your right foot back into a twisted runner's lunge. Keep pushing your left knee to the left. Stay heavy through your left heel. You always have the option to drop your back knee. Twist your sternum towards your thumbs. Last two. And one. Lower your back knee, half splits pose. Straighten your left leg and flex your toes. Try to stack your right hip over your right knee. Don't sit back on your right heel. Spread your left toes apart. Firm your left quadriceps. We'll spin the right shin to the right hand to the front of the mat into a modified side plank. Extend your left arm and your left leg. Take a big side body stretch as you reach through your left pinky finger. You'll look down, put your left hand down and roll onto your toes. Send your right leg high behind you, facing the front in a three-leg downward dog. Crunch your right knee over to your left elbow, squeeze. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale to the right elbow. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step to your right thumb, back foot flat, warrior one. So think about squaring the hips, leveling the pelvis as much as possible, lifting the hip points and pulling the ribs in. Gonna wrap your outer triceps around, reach through your pinky fingers, take a breath in. Exhale, hinge forward, sweep your arms back. Keep some weight in your back foot and get lighter in your front toes. Next inhale, pivot open to a star pose, reach up. To the back of your mat, warrior two, left toes out. You can even bump the right heel out slightly. Try to stack shoulders over hips. A lot of times we start to reach forward beyond that front bent knee. So make sure you're reaching back with the right hand as much as you're reaching forward with the left. Straighten your left leg, reverse triangle. And then side angle. Bend your left knee. Squeeze your outer left hip back. Firm down the outer edge of your right foot. Extend your right arm, palm down or pinky down, pulling the front ribs and belly button in. Skandasana pose at the front. Bend your right knee and turn the toes out slightly. Feel free to widen your stance or adjust your feet. The hands can be used for support always. Last 2. And 1. We'll flip around to the front of the mat. Step your left foot up to meet your right foot. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Bend your knees and sit back to a chair pose. Reach up. Prayer hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, prayer twist to your right. Moving with our breath. Roller skate your left foot back. Take it slow. Take an inhale and an exhale. Drop your back knee, hands down. Straighten your right leg, half splits pose. Staying here for about a breath. Take this to the back of your mat. Left hand to the back, modified side plank. Inhale to reach. Exhale to put your right hand down and roll onto your toes. Inhale, send your left leg high. Exhale, crunch left knee, right elbow. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step to your left thumb. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, hinge and sweep your arms. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior 2 to the front. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, skandasana at the back. Exhale, pivot to the back. Inhale, right foot meets left, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, utkatasana. Exhale, prayer hands to heart. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, twist. So this part we move a little slower because there's balance involved. Start to roller skate your right foot back. Take an inhale and an exhale. Drop your back knee, half split. Take your time settling in. Again, an inhale and an exhale. Right shin behind you, right hand to the front, modified side plank. Big breath in. Exhale, left hand down, roll onto your left toes. Inhale, right leg high behind. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, right leg. Exhale to the right elbow. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, step. Inhale, warrior 1, facing the front. Exhale, hinge and sweep your arms. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior 2 to the back. Straight legs, reverse triangle. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, skandasana at the front. Exhale to pivot. Inhale, left foot steps up, halfway lift. Exhale, full. We'll do that again with our breath. Bend your knees, sit back, utkatasana, inhale. Prayer hands to your heart. Prepare and twist. We're going to add in some options for arm balances throughout this sequence. Slide your left leg back into a twisted lunge. Drop your back knee for half splits. Spin your left shin behind you. Take your left hand to the back of your mat. Modified side plank. Big inhale. Exhale, right hand down. Left leg high behind you. Inhale. Left knee to right elbow. Stay there or kick it out. Fall in, triangle. Back foot spins flat for 3, 2, 1. Right hand down. Left leg high behind you. Left knee, left elbow, either hold or bend at the elbows. Hug the elbows in, shift forward, extend your left leg forward, lift your right leg for 3, 2, right foot down, left leg high. Step your left foot to your left thumb. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, hinge and sweep. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two to the front. Straight legs, reverse. Rebend, side angle. Inhale, skandasana at the back. Exhale, pivot, back of the mat. Right foot meets left foot, halfway lift, forward fold. Bend your knees, Utkatasana. Last time you see this, prayer hands at your heart. Prepare and twist to your left. Look down, roller skate your right foot back into a twisted lunge. Drop your back knee for half splits. Right shin behind you, right hand to the front, modified side plank, left arm reach. Left hand down, right leg high. This is where we add those optional balances. Right knee to the left elbow, stay there or kick it through, fall in triangle. Back foot flat, hug your right shoulder back for 3, 2. Left hand down, right leg high. Right knee, right elbow, hold, or arm balance, elbows in like a shelf, right leg extends out to the right and a little forward. Hug your left elbow in to help support you. Left toes land, right leg high. Step to your right thumb. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hinge and sweep your arms. Inhale, star. Exhale, warrior two to the back. Straight legs, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Skandasana pose at the front. And pivot to the front. Step your left foot to meet your right foot, halfway lift. Forward fold and separate your feet hip distance. Don't worry, I said last Utkatasana and I meant it. Peace sign fingers to your big toes. Padangusthasana, inhale, lengthen out. And exhale, fold over your legs. Regain composure, control of your breathing. See if you can slide your shoulder blades up away from your ears. Squeeze your low belly. One more breath. Release. Slide your hands underneath your feet. Padahastasana. Toes towards the wrist crease. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, fold. Hopefully the breath's starting to slow, returning to that even pace. Smoothing it out. Last 3, 2, and 1. Release. Halfway lift. Let's widen the stance out and find a yogi squat. Feel free to shimmy around a little bit here. Hopefully the hips are already nice and open. Muscles in the legs feel relaxed. You can circle out the neck here. We'll plant the hands. Keep your right foot as is. Take a long step back with your left foot and drop your knee. Crooked monkey or crooked lizard pose. You can keep both hands down. You could drop down to your forearms, or the right hand can find the right thigh. Now, depending what you want out of this stretch, maybe this is enough. You could also bend your left knee and reach back for your foot. From there, if you pull in, you're getting a really nice quad and hip flexor stretch. But if you kick back, you're getting a nice chest opener for the right side. We'll release that back foot, inchworm your right foot across your mat into a pigeon pose or any alternative hip opener. Keep your left leg long behind you, top of the foot down. Drop down to forearms, blocks. Try to level your pelvis instead of just dumping onto the right or the left hip. Start to walk your hands back towards you. Roll onto your right hip and swing your left leg around for Janu Shirshasana. Right foot to the inner left thigh. Reach both arms up. Align your torso over your left leg and fold. You can grab foot, ankle, shin. Use a strap or a towel. Drop your right armpit a little bit so you feel a stretch down the right side of your lower back. Lift your torso back up, plant your right hand behind you, lift your hips, roll onto your right shin, push your hips a little forward. I like to flex the left foot here, up to you. And then you'll lower your hips back down. Let's go ahead and take a boat pose here. This is not my favorite thing to do when we're cooling down, but not everything can be our favorites, I suppose. Take your shins parallel to the mat or straighten your legs. Reach your arms forward, lift your sternum. Squeeze your low belly. I really try to put more of the core engagement stuff in the beginning of class usually because you want to be prepared for all of the asanas or poses to come, but nothing wrong with a little core spice at the end. Grab the backs of your knees, start to rock up and down your spine, get some momentum. After these last two, you're going to step your feet wide and find a forward fold standing at the front of your mat, because we're going to spin the heels in and the toes out and find yogi squat again. This time, the hands will go down and the right foot will step back, meaning you're in crooked monkey or crooked lizard with the left leg forward. Side two might feel a little different, but try to find a similar variation you did to side one. Last three. We'll inchworm the left foot across the mat into our pigeon pose or any alternative hip opener. Keep your right leg long behind you and your hips level or square. Again, this side might feel a little different, but try to find a similar shape, a similar sensation. Now, I don't want to jinx it. I'm debating even saying it, but I think the construction right next door might be done for the moment. We'll knock on this wood ground just to be sure. Let's walk back up onto our hands, roll onto your left hip, and swing your right leg around for Janu Shirshasana. Left foot to the inner right thigh. Reach both arms up. Fold over your right leg, grabbing whatever is available, dropping your left armpit a little bit. Lift your torso, plant your left hand behind you, roll to your left shin. I like to keep the right foot flexed, toes up, but you can almost spin them in. Lifting the hips for like a stargazer pose. Lower your hips back down. This time, we're just going to plant both feet flat on the mat and lie all the way down onto our backs. Don't worry, only one boat pose. We'll go arms down by our sides, feet flat, toes forward. Lift your hips to a bridge pose. Feel free to slide a block or bolster underneath you if you prefer a supported bridge. If you're ready for a little more, you could bind your hands underneath you. Wiggle your shoulder blades closer together. Push down with the back of your skull for 3, 2, and 1. Lower your hips down. Take a breath. One more back bend. Could be bridge with a bind, or upward bow. If you're going upward bow, plant your hands beside you, thumbs pointing towards your ears. Hug your elbows in. You'll start the same way as bridge, lifting your hips. If that's enough, stay there. Otherwise, you can push up to the top of your head first. And then work to push into your hands, lift your head and your torso. Stay strong through your legs. Try not to let the toes turn outwards. Press down on your inner palm, just like we do in downward facing dog. Try not to hold your breath here. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Tuck your chin, slowly lower yourself down, and hug your knees into your chest. You might even lift your forehead to meet your knees for a moment and rock side to side. Lower your head and shoulders back down. Happy baby pose. Grab your feet, ankles, or behind your knees. Pull your tailbone back down. It might feel nice to straighten one leg at a time, or rock a little bit side to side. Let's bring the knees together at the chest. Take your arms out in a cactus or goalpost shape. You're going to drop the knees off to the left and gaze off to the right. If you prefer some other twist, like wrapping the right leg on top or extending your bottom leg straight, feel free to do that now. This one's a little bit more gentle. Try to breathe all the way down like you're breathing into the tailbone. We'll bring the knees back to center, nudge your hips to the left, drop your knees over to the right. Gaze off to the left. It's going to feel on this one like a gentle wringing out, not just of the lower back, but also middle and upper back. That's why we look in the opposite direction of the knees. Let's bring this back to center. Take your legs up to either waterfall or shoulder stand. If you're going shoulder stand, could be with a block or your hands, but you don't want your feet over your face. You want your feet over your elbows. So I know it's a little more challenging, but that is the correct way to do it. You do have to engage your glutes and your legs a little bit. Press down with the back of your skull so there's less pressure on your actual neck. If you're in waterfall, just stay and hang out there. Maybe even reach your arms up towards the ceiling and then kind of relax your fingers. If you're in shoulder stand, you can take your legs overhead to plow pose. Try it with the toes tucked and untucked. Notice the difference. Optional ear pressure pose, hugging your knees to your temples. Excuse me. Slowly rolling yourself out to either a fish or a Supta Baddha Konasana, something to counter that. We'll take a lion's breath to clear it out. In through your nose, open mouth. Slowly start to lower yourself down. Extend your feet towards the front corners of your mat. Adjust your clothing, your hair, anything you need to get more comfortable. Allow your arms to sprawl off of your mat and then slightly tuck your chin. Let your spine be flat. Notice where your mind is in this moment, and if it's somewhere other than where your body is, often different space or different time, gently tug your thoughts, your awareness back to the here and now. Noticing the sensations in your body, the sensation of your breath, any sounds you hear in your immediate surroundings and off in the distance. And see if when you encounter these things, try not to label them good or bad. Like that sound is annoying or this part of my body doesn't feel good. Just notice, observe without attachments, and then move on. Watch that thought or sensation fade. Shavasana. Make your next breath a little deeper. Complete exhale. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take your head side to side. Eventually, we'll stretch both arms up overhead. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll to your right or left side. And then make your way up to a comfortable seat. Try to keep your eyes closed on the way. Draw your hands to your heart when you get there. Notice any subtle shift or change, physically, mentally, or energetically, since when you stepped on your mat. Take a moment to appreciate the journey of where you've come, not so long ago. Big breath in and out. Namaste. Thanks for choosing to practice with me. I hope you enjoyed the gorgeous views and weren't too distracted by the brief construction noise. It's always, part of the practice is dealing with the disruptions no matter where we are. So I hope you enjoyed. If you are interested in attending this retreat or any of my other ones, again, all of that information is going to be on my website. Hopefully I'll see you back next week.